A birth defect that occurs in the brain, spine, or spinal column of a developing embryo. Do you know what neural tube defects are?
No.
Do you know anyone with a neural tube defect?
Nope.
How many babies would you estimate are born with a neural tube defect each year?
I would say it's probably pretty rare. So maybe 1 in 100.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So, do you know what neural tube defects are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know any examples?
Spina bifida.
Yes, that's one. Do you know anybody with a neural tube defect?
I don't know.
How many babies would you estimate are born with a neural tube defect each year?
Probably gonna they're gonna overestimate this.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know,
Just a guess.
let's say 20,000.
I don't know. Probably, I would say about 20,000, but I feel like that's so wrong.
Thanks.
Do you know what neural tube defects are?
It's when the spinal cord sticks out and you have a bump on your back.
Okay. Do you know anyone with a neural tube defect?
No, I don't.
How many babies would you estimate are born with a neural tube defect each year?
I have to guess probably over 9,000.
Okay, thank you. The types of neural tube defects include spina bifida, anencephaly, encephalocele, and anencephaly. Spina bifida is when the neural tube does not close completely. Anencephaly happens when the neural tube fails to close at the top. Anencephaly is when the tube fails to close near the brain and there is an opening in the skull. Anencephaly happens when the infant's head is bent severely backwards.
Neural tube defects are caused by teratogens, the improper intake of vitamins and folic acid, maternal insulin-dependent diabetes, cancerous tumors, and single gene disorders.
Some risk factors include race, gender, vitamin B9 deficiency, and maternal diabetes.
Spina bifida occurs in the first few weeks of pregnancy, often before a woman even knows she's pregnant. Approximately 300,000 babies are born with a neural tube defect each year, resulting in 88,000 deaths and 8.6 million disability-adjusted years to follow. In lower-income countries, the number of births affected by a neural tube defect is much higher. 29% of neonatal deaths are due to neural tube defects in these areas. This is due to circumstances such as lower incomes, lack of health care, prenatal care and resources, as well as educational differences.
Preventions have to occur early in the first trimester of pregnancy. Preventions include maintaining your health, attending doctor's appointments, and taking prenatal vitamins every day. Any medical conditions such as diabetes or obesity should be kept under control. Also avoid overheating your body during pregnancy, as this can cause neural tube defects. If your baby already has been diagnosed with a neural tube defect, a higher dosage of folic acid during the first trimester may be needed. Early intervention is the key to the treatment of children with neural tube defects. Many countries enrich their wheat flour crops in order to decrease the amount of neural tube defects occurring in their country. As can be seen in this graph, there is a high risk of neural tube defects occurring in Hispanic and Caucasian populations. After fortification of folic acid in wheat crops were introduced, there was a significant decrease in the number of births affected by neural tube defects.
There There are many assistive technologies that help people who have a neural tube defect. The most common are manual or power wheelchairs, orthotics, and standing devices.
People will be afraid sometimes to pick her up or hold her, or they don't want to come over and babysit for an hour or two, and I'm like, go pick her up, grab her, swing her around. She loves that. She's a little daredevil. She's not going to break.
Eric started his karate about 3 years ago. We were very interested in getting him into something active that he could move and get that sense of accomplishment, and so it's very exciting to see him when he comes to class. He really enjoys it. He's really good at it, and he works really hard at it.
Right now I'm playing wheelchair football. I'm a wide receiver, and I think I'm the best person on my team. Don't ask my quarterback that though.
Everyone has to, exercise and be active to be healthy. So, and tennis for me is a good social way of doing that. I play actually on a league because it's a wheelchair league. It's a small league, and it's all about the community.
I think the most important thing you can do as a parent with any special needs child, but especially spina bifida, is never see the spina bifida as stopping them from doing what they want.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh.